I feel safe in here.
I mean, I'm half tempted to now drag the caravan onto the track, but...
There won't be anything I can do about it.
Right.
Are we ready for the worst race in history?
No, I reckon we got this. Maybe.
No.
Jesus Christ!
What's happened?
The caravan's gone.
There's been a small accident.
Genuinely terrifying. I wasn't looking up. I didn't know that was coming.
I just saw the log truck spawn in and I didn't know what was going on, and then I saw Stevie's plan.
I was minding my own business and then my whole life exploded.
Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on BeamNG Drive for a relay race. The way this one works is pretty simple. We're in teams of 2. Between us, we are allowed to use 0.5 in terms of power to weight ratio split between our 2 vehicles. I have got the faster of the 2 cars for my team. So it's me and Amy. We're in the first round up against Rusky and Mika. We're going to start the countdown now. There were some stipulations with the vehicle selection and everything for this. We are off. We are not quite as good a way as the hopper. That's not ideal. That thing is rapid. I don't know if it's going to handle particularly nicely. So the vehicles here, none of them are on race tyres, so everything is a bit difficult to drive. Everything is, quite the handful when it gets to the corners. Bloody hell. Okay, we've got quite good turning and we're not bad under brakes. My problem is the rear end of my car does not stick to the road. Neither does Rusky's, neither does anybody's really. All the vehicles are 2-wheel drive, and for the selection process, we all randomly picked a car, put it into a randomizer, and then were given the car. So I put in a 900 series, which was given to Shadows. I can't remember who put in the Rush that I am driving, but yeah, that's how we have been given cars. Then we had to make said vehicle work. That hopper is much faster than mine. My diff is having all sorts of issues. We're going to have to hope for a miracle here, really, or for Rusky to have issues through this section. I have got a little bit wide through there, which is not what we wanted, or the back end really desperate to step out on me through that section. We are, again, the back end, it is doing its own thing, which is not ideal. We're going to come in towards the final corner, which in true Top Gear fashion, we have littered with things. Oh, Rusky did go wide and hit some of it. We will hand over to the Marama. I think, unfortunately, with the speed of that hopper, we are sort of doomed on this one. That's so fast. I've just got nothing. I got nothing I could do, really, to try and reel that one in. The Covert, much better handling. Well, not so much better handling. Front-wheel drive will be a bit easier. Oh, Amy's pushing it, which you kind of have got to do here. There's a fair bit of understeer from the Covert. That's done some rallycross. Yeah, it is. You're going to have to push the wheels off of these vehicles to try and get them to do something. That one there, sliding around on the exit. And we will head down in towards the Hammerhead for the Covert. It's got quite a lot of understeer going on from that one, but it has got it through, and here comes the Marama with also a lot of understeer, as you would expect. Down the next straight we go. Mika is bouncing away through there. If it's not a crash for the Covert, it is going to be through to the next round. I mean, it's not completely over for the orange cars, but there's a little chirp from the brakes. But yeah, it's not completely over for us. However, it is going to... We have to go through the spatter final, and I mean, we did not have an answer for them. Not even close. That is the Covert across the line, and somewhere over here we will have the Marama around the final turn. It is going to get some oversteer, and the Marama is across the line. Into the Covert. Yeah, not a great round for us, really. The hopper is just far faster in a straight line than we were, which, not ideal. Not ideal. I don't know how we can improve, but we're going to have to. So, we head to the second round. We have got Gliska and Blazer with a win over on the 9. Ewan and Shados with the Barstow and the 900 series. And Longbow and Stevie are rather unfortunate with a H series and a Roma. We're going to set them on their way. We're going to see what happens here. Absolutely no idea on this one. I would say maybe the Wendover and the 9 are the ones to look out for, but we will see. I think they're all sending their faster vehicles off first in this and sending their second ones, the slower ones second. Gliska's maybe, I think, Gliska's faster car maybe a little bit lower on the power to weight ratio than the ones they are racing. The van is going to park it on the inside and make it difficult. And that's the thing the van can do. The van has got great acceleration. It'll be the most powerful vehicle here. It is the heaviest, but it will be the most powerful, so it can just defend. It can park on the apex. There's a bit of a wobble from the van as we head down towards Hammerhead. Now the van is a big diesel-powered van in this one. That we'll get going. It's going to be too far back to pass the Wendover down here as we go under brakes into the Hammerhead. The van's actually not done too badly getting it into this. Oh, Ewan's hit the milk. Oh no, it's gone wrong for Ewan. That's going to make life difficult for the Barstow and, well, for the 900 series. So the winner from this will definitely, well, they will go through to the next round. The bottom two will have to duke it out in the Spanner final. The van is bobbling around so much. That's so dicey over there. We'll send it through the follow through. Ewan has got going again, is a little bit further back as we head into the final turn. Oh, Longbow with a lot of understeer. Longbow's in the field. Gliska's going to get around the final corner, is not going to collect any of the furniture. Ewan sent it, actually caught up quite well. There is, the Longbow is across the line. Ewan sideways and into the piano and will, that finally gets going. That did not want to set up. The 900 series really struggled to get going. So, we will scoot along, and it is Blazer that leads the way in the 9. But of course, the 9 is not the easiest of things to build and make work. There goes Stevie in the Roma. Oh, Shadows with a lot of understeer, trying to make up time, really, in all of that. The Roma is on the brakes. Oh, that's a bit wide through there. Can the 900 series start making up some time? We will see. There's a lot of sideways, a lot of wheel spin for the 900 there. Stevie's actually not that far away. The Roma's in with a shout here, you know. We all sort of laughed a little bit about the H-Series and Roma, but oh, Blazer's made a little mistake. I think it just bounced on the suspension through there. The Roma's going to move itself up into the lead of the race here, and I think the Roma's got more straight line speed. Could this be a big upset? This was not on the cards. This was not expected to be the thing that we were going to see here as we head towards the follow-through. It is going to be the Roma. It's got a nice lead. Not a crazy big lead, but a nice lead. Big sideways moment for Stevie. Big bounce for the 9. Shadows has caught up in all of this as we head towards the final couple of corners. Shadows has sent it way too hard, and that's going to understeer and fallen over. Shadows has fallen over. Stevie wins. Blazer will have to settle for second, and Shadows is in to the Spanner final. A good jump at the end there for Shadows, but yeah. Well, that was not what we were expecting. However, yeah, the Roma and the H-Series were the way to go. They are guaranteed spots in the semi-final. Let's see what the Spanner final can bring. So, we will head into the Spanner final. I say we're changing things up a little bit. Gliska and Blade, they're still sending out their fastest car first. Shadows and Ewan's slower car is faster than Amy's slower car. So in theory, for the final lap, I should have the fastest car, but whether we have the control to really utilise it, that is the big question. Gliska's vehicle looks like it's a little bit smoky going on there. They are off and they are underway. Now what we are going to do, we are just going to shuffle our car forward a bit, because we have got to be ready. While I am, you know, spectating away, we do need to keep an eye on. We are going to have to take control of our car at some point. So, if Shadows can stay close to Gliska, that's good news for Charleston Ewan. If Amy can stay close to the pair of them, that could be good news for Orange team. If they fight each other, oh no! If they fight each other, that's very good news for us, although the big adventure wide there, not quite so good. Of course, one of the things Miramar struggling with, no ABS on that thing, making it a little bit on the difficult side to control in the braking zone. It's so easy to lock up, and they're big braking zones here at the top. Oh, Gliska's got that one very badly wrong in that, and is going to slow down away. Amy is struggling with the Miramar. It's a little bit the overdriving, I think. It's not going to work for us. I can already tell you now. Had we stayed a bit closer, there was a good chance for us, but it's just not quite. Miramar's just proved to be a little bit too difficult to drive as we head through the follow-through. The best chance we got, the only chance we've got now is a crash. The top two from this will go through, so yeah, we just need to beat one of them. We just need one of them to have an accident as they head around the final corner. It is neat from the pair of them. There goes. There they are. They are launched. Amy is almost there. Oh, it's gone the wrong side of everything. We are released. There's not much we can do from this, I'm afraid. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I just got to hope that the 9 has issues. That is probably the best chance we have, is that the 9 has some sort of issues around the place. We're not catching up to the Barstow in this, but we might catch a 9 if Blazer spins it or locks the brakes somewhere. I have to overdrive the absolute wheels off this car, which is also not going to help matters. Blazer, the 9 is probably the weak link in this. I just cannot make up the time that we need. Oh, it's sliding from the rush here. We are closing. It's going to have to be a absolutely monstrous send through here. Come on, Rush. I know it's going to want to oversteer. Oh, Blaze has got a huge wobble. Blaze is in massive trouble, but has done very well to recover that. We are flying up to the back of it, but it is not. Oh, I thought Blazer was going to spin. Blazer has made it. Just. Had we not run wide? Maybe at that sort of second, third corner. I don't know if that would have been enough. We would have been close. I mean, we closed quickly on the 9. It just wasn't enough. Just wasn't enough for me in that one. Unfortunately, yeah, the Miramar just not quite. It's just not quite the lap, and yeah, too much to do for the Rush. But there we go. We are eliminated. It'll be on to the next round. So, on to the semi-finals. Up first, we have got Gliska and Blazer versus Longbow and Stevie. I mean, a lot's going to come down to if Gliska can get a decent lead with the Wendover. That is going to be tough. There's 2 faster vehicles going off first here. We are off and underway. It's a good launch for the Wendover. We know the van, once it gets going, is pretty quick down here. If Gliska can stay ahead of Longbow, that would be helpful, although we know the 9 struggles a bit. So Gliska is going to need a decent size lead through this. So Longbow's going to have to try and just not overdrive and not make mistakes, and trust that Stevie's Roma is going to be able to chase down a 9 in the second part of the lap. It's relatively close. There's a bit of oversteer from the Wendover. The van out a little bit wide through there as we barrel our way down towards Hammerhead. Will everybody? Gliska is on the brakes. Longbow is on the brakes, and they're both going to get stopped quite nicely through there. Well done. A little bit wide and a bit oversteery on the exit, and very wobbly from the van. Oh, the van suspension's so wobbly. There's only so much you can do with the van and with the suspension on some of these. They can be a bit on the wobbly side. And now, through a very fast section, we saw the van bounce around all over the place last time around. It is still being thrown about a bit. Gliska is through the follow-through nicely, as is our H-Series van, the longboat. A couple more corners to go. The Wendover has got stopped nicely through there. The van has also made it a little bit wide, but the van is through. Oh, Gliska with a big oversteer moment, but gets it across the line. Blazer is released. Now, that was probably to be expected as the Roma is now launched. The question is, can Stevie chase down the 9? We know the 9 is not an easy car to drive. We've seen it struggle a little bit at times around here. There it is through the first corner. That's the gap. Oh, it's a lot of understeer for the Roma. That's the gap that Stevie's got to work to try and catch up. You've got, an entire lap to do it. Mistakes, you can't afford them at this point in the race. I mean, it's a very short race, this. You cannot really afford them at all. There is the 9. Stevie might be catching. I don't think it's enough at the moment. However, the 9 definitely not a bit. You can see Blazer really struggling on the brakes. Yeah, the 9 has had a bad time going into Hammerhead because it will not have any ABS or anything like that. Makes it a tough vehicle to get slowed down through this section. The Roma much, much closer than it was before. Now, Blazer's going to have to deal with the bumps through here, which we've seen. The H-Series wasn't liking them. We saw Blazer almost spin from the Semifinal. The Roma is bunny hopping around as well. It is going to come down to probably the final corner here. Can Blazer get it stopped and turned? Stevie sent it in pretty hard through there. Blazer's done very, very well at a critical point in the race. Oh, Blazer's gone wide. Blazer's flipped out of the lead, and it's going to be Stevie that's through. Oh, no. Blazer took out the spectators and possibly not quite the caravan. Oh, no. That is... Oh, Blazer did such a good job of getting that car stopped for the penultimate corner. It's such a good job because that 9 is so hard to slow down from those high speeds. It's so unlucky, but... As they have said on that bombshell, it's not quite back to the studio. We're not done yet. However, Blazer and Gliska, they are eliminated. Longbow, Stevie are through to the final. So, we head into the second of the semi-finals. We have got Rusky and Mika versus Shados and Ewan. We reckon the Hopper and Covet are probably the favourites. The Hopper is mighty fast in a straight line. Well, we're not sure quite how fast this combination is going to be. It was relatively good in the Semifinal from the 900 and Barstow, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Nothing is getting close to the Hopper off of the line here as we head up towards the first corner. The hope will be for Shados is that the 900 series is going to turn better, which it does look like it does. Getting through that corner a bit better. The issue is going to be don't overdrive it, trying to chase down the Hopper here. Don't get too much oversteer. The 900 series has got some aero. Not going to say crazy aero, but it has got some of it going on here. As we head down towards Hammerhead, will the Hopper be able to stay under control? It does on the most part. Through here's a lot of understeer from the 900 series. Now, I do believe the Hopper is a little bit faster in terms of the power to weight ratio, a little higher in terms of that. So we would expect it to potentially come out of this with the lead, but the closer Shados can get, the better it is. Oh, that's the 900 series with a lot of understeer. We'll get away with it through there. Rusky, I think, got up onto 2 wheels through the follow through there as we head towards the final couple of corners. It is going to be the Hopper that is heading here. Oh, Shadows with a big slide. Rusky a little bit wide, but will make it work across the line. Now, of course, one of the things, the advantage that Ewan has in the Barstow is rear-wheel drive will get going a little bit better off the line than a front-wheel drive Covet. The Covet likely to be better in the corners. Significantly better in the corners, probably lighter and easier on the brakes as well. And the Barstow is a bit of a fiddly car to drive. Oh, Mika's gone wide. It's gone very wide for the Covet. A little bit of rallycross. Ewan with a big kick of oversteer through there. There's a little bit of contact as the Covet came back onto the circuit. Can Ewan find a way past? Well, the one that isn't bumping past. A little bit of light touring car contact was had. If Ewan can put any of the power down, the Barstow might stand a chance, but You've got to try and find somewhere to put the power down towards Hammerhead. Unlikely to get a pass down here. Covet goes a little bit defensive. Well, that will make the Covet on a slightly funky line. It should be all right. At the end of the day, I think the Covet's just got a lot more grip through these corners than Ewan does. It's going to be close as they get on the power here. The Barstow is definitely faster in a straight line, but it's where can you pass? Not likely through here. Covet's gone in a bit quicker. Ewan desperately trying to cling on to the back end of the car. Is there going to be a dive into the penultimate turn? That is where I think an overtake is most likely if Ewan doesn't have a crash. Mika goes defensive down here. Oh, they both outbraked themselves a little bit. Mika's out wide. Ewan's going to fire the car to the inside. It's a big wobble. The Covet's tried to get it back up the inside. There was a push, and it's going to be the Covet that makes it stick. Ewan just could not quite hold on. There's so much bobbling around from the Barstow. It's just so wobbly through all of that. It is going to be the Covet that just about makes it through. Put up a hell of a fight, did the Barstow and the 900 series. So in the final, we are going to have a Roma, a H series, a Hopper, and a Covet. This has been a weird one. But there has been some, pretty damn exciting races. And he's still stuck in the caravan. It's fine. I mean, no one hit it. It is definitely not the final that we were expecting here. However, we have got a Hopper driven by Rusky, Mika's Covet, Stevie in the Roma, and Longbow in the H series. This is the order they are running them in. So, I'm not sure what we're going to see here. I'm kind of surprised, actually, that Green Team have gone this way round, because I think the Roma is pretty... I guess their logic is perhaps that the Roma can beat the Hopper, and then Longbow can defend. The Roma actually seems pretty legit, pretty good here, and it's not going to match the Hopper in a straight line. The Hopper's powerful and relatively light and just gets launched like nothing else, but I think the Roma's better in the corners. I say, in theory. We don't quite know how this matchup is going to play out and everything. And then, yeah, after this, if Stevie can stay close to the back of the Hopper, wanted to swap ends going in here, possibly the short wheelbase of the Hopper helping, but if Stevie can stay close, we know that the van is good off the line, the Covet won't be. So if the Roma is close, there's still a chance that Green Team can do what they are hoping for. Will the Hopper get turned in for the Hammerhead? It does relatively neatly. Steve's got a little bit deep on the way in there. Just struggle. The problem is it's one of those, like, once you've got a little bit deep into that one, then you really struggle on the exit. You struggle to get the power down, and you lose time all the way down this section up until we go through here. Rusky is through with the Hopper relatively nicely. Stevie, actually, nice through that section as well. The caravan's on the move. Let's not worry about that. Well, I don't have to. I'm just the commentator on this as we head towards the final couple of corners. Will there be any problems for the Hopper? No. It is neatly done through here. Oh, it's a little bit clumsy in the final corner. Oh, a bit of a spin through there. Stevie is across the line and will launch the van. Can the H series chase down the Covet? This is the question. The van will have all of the straight line speed in this battle, but will it have the grip? Will it have the brakes? Oh, Longbow's gone wide on the way in to the first corner. Mika's also gone a bit wide, though. I mean, the gap is probably about where it was on the run into that first corner. Both made little errors through there. Cannot remember the name of this corner. It's been a while. Mika ran a little bit wide on the exit, although it's not so much of a problem with the front-wheel drive. You'll get away with it. The van is going to be using its power and torque from the big diesel engine in that one as we head down to Hammerhead for the final time in this video. Mika gets it changed direction. Longbow almost very similar to Stevie, just went in too deep on the way into that one. Will be slow on the exit. Can they use the power of the van? It's spinning the rear wheels up like mad as we head towards the fastest section on the track. The Covet will be nicer through here than a big understeery van. Longbow is too far back at the moment. Unless Mika makes a mistake, I don't think the van is going to be able to close in the gap through here. Although we saw what happened to Blazer. The caravan's wandered its way across the circuit. But never mind. Mika is heading towards the final corner, bounces it across the curb a little bit, and it will be Mika that's across the line and takes victory. In the end, Green Team could just not quite get there. They got close, but just not quite enough. It was a good final. It was an interesting final. In the end, though, the Hopper and the Covert were just that little bit too fast. They were just a little bit too fast in this one. But yeah, there you go. The randomly selected, the Hopper and Comet probably not the biggest surprise pairing to take a victory in that one. The Roma and H series were genuinely pretty good. What is going on over here? Oh, they've got stuck in the caravan. Well, I'm not going to worry too much about that. Funnily enough. You know, it's not particularly... they're not going to be able to... well, you had the idea I was going to do, but you beat me to it. I was going to spawn in a big wire spool. There we go. On that note, it is going to be time to end this video. Well done to Rusky and Mika for taking victory in this. Well done to Longbow and Stevie for making those two work as relatively effective cars in this. Things did not go well for Orange Team on this one. But that is how it happens sometimes. That's going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching. And until next time, a goodbye.